Hello, it's now the 11th of May. It's just coming up to 20 past 6, sorry. This is my 7th day on the Hebridean Way. I've just packed up. Oh, that's where I was last night. I was just in this little walled enclosure here. It's looking like it might be another nice day today, but there again, it looked like that yesterday and it rained, didn't it? So let's see how we go. I'll start walking now. When I woke up this morning, my knees were both a bit stiff, but I suppose that's to be expected. Packed up. I took a couple of painkillers. At the moment, yeah, I can certainly feel that they're not in 100%, both knees this is. But by starting off earlier, I'm hoping that I can just go slower, definitely slower downhill, slower uphill, slower on the flat, slower everywhere, and take more breaks, and hopefully I can get to Stornoway. Right, let's start walking. I'll catch you later. Right, I've just gone a bit further up the loch now. There's the path behind me. Looks like it's going to be a nice day again, and it looks like somebody else right in the middle there, the frame, somebody else is camping up this end of the loch, because up to where I camped there was nothing really, and between where I camped and this person's camped, I'll say there's nothing because it's too boggy and tussocky. You know, I don't think you'd ever find anywhere to camp in there, but obviously that person has, and I did, so I would say that those are probably the two spots, although it looks like there might be a bit more green grass around where he is, so there might be more space for more tents up there, I'm not sure. Right, let's move on. I'm just having a quick little sit down for a minute. Time's now coming up to 9:30, and I've walked 5.9 miles according to the GPS so far, which is actually more than I thought I'd done. I've just got to follow this path down to the road, then follow the road all the way around, and it goes up there somewhere. For the last mile or so, it's just been a slight descent like this, going down, and that's the worst for my knees. I'm certainly glad I started today early, because I am going at a slower pace. But if my level of discomfort doesn't get any worse, I can't see any reason why I won't make it to Stornoway. But I am starting to do the maths though, because according to the guidebook from Tarbert, which is the last town I've been through, I think it was 39 miles to Stornoway, and of course I've got I want to do it in 2 days, but I've got 3 days to do it in, so you know that's 13 miles a day, which is, I should imagine, even at my speed, easily doable. But I'm certainly going to push on. If I'm feeling okay, I'm not going to stop at 13 miles. I'm going to carry on, just on the off chance I can do it in finish it in 2 days instead of 3. But I'm so glad that I built in the spare day, and that was built in just purely for any problems like this. But well, we'll see how I get on. Right, let's start going walking again. Hello, the time's now 11 o'clock. We're just gone 11 o'clock. I've just done 8.5 miles, something like that. I just came around the corner, a bit of road walking now. Came around the corner, and I'm probably putting this the wrong way, but there's a burger van back there, and I can tell you that was a welcome relief. That was. I have a bacon butty and some coffee. They also sell bottles of water there if anybody else is interested, but it's right on the island of Lewis sort of thing, right on the border, because the border is just this bridge right here. Yeah, I'm pointing the right way. It's right here is the boundary between Lewis and Harris. So yeah, so if anybody else, and this is the view down out to Yeah, so if anybody else is doing this walk, watch out for the burger van, and she makes lovely cakes as well, so I had one of them as well. Right, let's crack on. Oh, just to before I start walking again, yeah, knees not feeling too bad. It's not any worse than when I started walking, so I'm taking it steady, sitting down every couple hours for a break, so I should think I should be all right. So if it carries on like this, I shall try and push out and do another 20 today. Right, let's see how far I get. Hello, I'm a bit further on from last time. I'm now up to, I think it's 16.2 miles. It's just gone out past 3. Yeah, the weather's been very up and down. It started off nice and sunny, but now the clouds have come in. I had rain earlier, so full rain gear went on, and then about 10 minutes later it stopped. But the wind's picked up a bit. There's a lot more cloud cover now, so there's going to be less sun, so I'll just leave it on. Yeah, back a bit. I went through a woods. That's quite nice, but the trail snakes around a bit. Then there's a lot of boardwalk walking. It's like a raised footpath that goes up alongside the road. Then that just goes to a track. And now I've been on this sort of track before. Now I'm on it's where they've dug the peat out of both sides of the trail and piled it on the top. It's like a raised peat path. It looks a bit like a tractor tyre mark sort of thing, but it's not. It's where they've dug the peat out and chucked it on top to raise it up a little bit. And for the most part, it actually works quite well. Yeah. So I'm not too sure. I'm going to try and do another 4 miles. My knees aren't too bad at all. I've been taking it steady though. So and I've been stopping sort of like for 5-10 minute breaks quite often. And also taking painkillers. I think that's got something to do with it as well. But looks like the path just snakes on down here and around the other side of the loch here. Right. See you later. Hello, it's just gone 7 o'clock. I'm pitched up for the night now. Down here. Got here about 5:30. I think I've done about 19 miles today. My knees are not holding up too badly really, but going down any sort of slope or anything, I'm hobbling a bit, so it's certainly slowing me down. But I certainly think tomorrow's achievable now to finish it tomorrow. I think I'm pretty sure I've got definitely less than 20 miles to do to get to the finish in Stornoway. Maybe sort of like 18, 19, something like that again. So that looks like it's going to be quite achievable. So I'll just give you a little spin around here to show you where I am exactly. There's lochs all around me. Yeah, it's a bit more blowy up here, but according to the weather forecast, the wind should die down to about 4 or 5 mile an hour in the night, so it shouldn't be too bad up here, but it will be a bit breezy. Last night, next to that loch, there was no breeze at all, and I did have condensation inside the tent, so hopefully tonight I won't have that issue. But yeah, right, so tomorrow morning, hopefully get up maybe the same sort of time, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, leave 6, 5:30, something like that again. So hopefully I can get into Stornoway around the same sort of time-ish, maybe around about 5:30, something like that, 5 o'clock, something like that. Right, it's a bit cold here, so I'm going to get in the tent, so I'll see you tomorrow.